On November 6, 2025, Belgian authorities locked down Brussels and Liège airports for hours after unidentified drones buzzed over runways and military installations, triggering NATO jets to scramble from Dutch bases. This wasn't an isolated buzz, it's the latest in a wave of 50-plus incursions since mid-September, with fingerprints pointing straight to Moscow's playbook of hybrid harassment. As Belgian Defense Minister Ludivine Dedonder stated in a press conference, these violations aren't accidents, they're deliberate probes testing our vigilance. For those glued to the Ukraine conflict spillover, this is no sideshow, it's Russia's low-cost way to probe NATO's seams, forcing billions in reactive spends while their war grinds on. Welcome to the edge, where a $5,000 drone can rattle a $1 trillion alliance. In the next 9 minutes, we'll unpack the incursions, Moscow's game, and NATO's scramble, with frontline intel and expert breakdowns to arm you with the full picture. If hybrid threats keep you up at night, stick around. This could be the spark for escalation. Let's pierce the fog. The pattern started escalating in late September 2025, when the first sightings hit, small, silent quadcopters hovering over NATO logistics hubs near Brussels, vanishing before interceptors arrived. By early November, incidents spiked, 15 in 1 week alone per Belgian airspace command logs. These aren't clumsy hobbyists, they're Orlan-10 style UAVs, low-altitude scouts, capable of mapping radar blind spots and relaying to Russian satellites. Value note for watchers, unlike high-altitude spy balloons, these cost under $50K each, evading 100 M35 sorties. Asymmetric genius that echoes Ukraine's own drone tactics against Black Sea fleets? In Counterspark, imagine a drone 500 feet over your capital. Would it be prank or prelude? Drop your gut reaction below, the sharpest get spotlighted. Shift to Moscow's calculus. This is Hybrid Warfare 101, probing without provoking Article 5. Putin's doctrine thrives on active measures, low-risk jabs to erode cohesion, much like 2023's Baltic gas sabotage. Experts at the Atlantic Council call it grey zone grinding. Drones map vulnerabilities for future strikes while forcing NATO to burn $200 million yearly on scrambles, per 2025 RAND estimates. Russia's gain? Intelligence on Patriot gaps, plus psychological wear. Belgian polls show 45% public anxiety, up 15% since September. But the real sting, these ops divert resources from Ukraine, where Russian losses hit 600K plus, UK MOD data.
NATO's on edge but not asleep. Response kicked in October with Sky Shield, a Belgian-Dutch radar net linking Eurofighter radars to US AWACS for real-time tracking. On November 4, F-16s from Vocal downed 2 drones over Liège, first confirmed intercepts. Broader, NATO's 2025 drone wall initiative led by Poland-Romania deploys $1.2 billion in jammers and nets along eastern flanks, tech from Israel's Iron Dome adapted for low flyers. Quote from NATO's Gen Christopher Cavoli, "These aren't threats yet, but they're rehearsals, we're hardening the envelope." Value tip? For aspiring analysts, track ADS-B signals. Apps like Flight Radar 24 show spike in NATO sorties 300% near Belgium since incursions began. The human cost hits home. At Brussels Airport, passenger delays stranded 5,000 on November 6, families separated amid evacuations. A Liège-based guard described to VRT, "We saw lights hovering, then gone, felt like eyes on us." This echoes 2024's Dutch airspace probes, where similar drones filmed NATO ammo depots. Russia's endgame? Erode trust. If allies doubt security, aid to Ukraine dries up. But it's backfiring. The EU's November 7th summit fast-tracked €2 billion for anti-drone R&D, with Belgium lobbying hard. Poll time. Does this push NATO to preemptive strikes or diplomatic expulsions? Vote in comments, your pulse on the pulse. Out to the wider web. These flights aren't isolated. Parallel incursions hit Poland, 20 since October, and Romania, 15, part of a drone arc from Kaliningrad to the Balkans. NATO's intel points to Wagner-linked contractors flying from Belarusian airfields, cheap, deniable. Counterplay? Belgium's new Falcon Eye radars, deployed December 2025, promise 95% detection under 1 kilometer. Quote from drone expert at RUSI, "Russia's betting on quantity over quality, but NATO's quality is catching up fast." Engagement nudge. If you were NATO chief, would you drone the drones or diplomat the denials? Spill. Top ideas fuel future EPs. The stakes climb. Hybrid ops like this blur war-peace, risking miscalculation. Remember 2023's Chinese balloon? US shot it down after days. Belgium's restraint? Diplomatic, expelling 2 Russian diplomats November 7 for espionage links. But fatigue looms. Scrambles cost $5 million per incident per Belgian Air Force. Russia's calculus? Grind until allies bulk. Yet Ukraine's export of anti-drone tech, for example Book of LAD jammers to Belgium, flips the script. $500 million deals since 2024. Quote from a Belgian MP, "This isn't about drones, it's about sovereignty." For the front, it means more eyes in the sky. NATO's sharing drone kill footage to deter. Value add? Download Skyview app for real-time airspace alerts. Spot patterns yourself. Rhetorical jab? If drones over Brussels are sinister, what's next? Subs in the Scheldt? Your forecast? Escalation or off-ramp? Comment fire. Let's decode together. Out to 2025's horizon, NATO's December summit eyes Air Integrity Pact, EU $5 billion for unified drone nets across 10 allies. Russia's BRICS push for no-fly zones flops, with China abstaining. Broader, this tests alliance nerves. Belgium's 62% support for Ukraine dips to 55% amid incursions, poll data. But resolve hardens. Youth protests in Oslo demand drone-down policies. In essence, Russian drones over Belgium aren't sky toys, they're probes in a shadow war, forcing NATO to evolve or erode. From 50 incursions to F-16 intercepts, this saga underscores hybrid sting, cheap, chaotic, close to home. As Dedonder warned, vigilance is our shield. Engagement close. If Russia doubles down, does NATO strike back? Debate below. Your insights shape the script. Warriors, this airspace alert is NATO's wake-up. Ignore it and the edge sharpens against us. If it sharpened your view, smash like, share with your alert circle, subscribe for hybrid hunts. Next, how Poland's drone wall stops Russia's Baltic gambit. What's your top red flag? Drop it. We're the watch.